Welcome. Welcome to the Lions Den. Hello, everybody. Hello. What's going on? Oh my God. I got so many tarot decks to put away. I gotta start doing that. Giving myself enough time after a live to put shit away. Damn. So just having them all sit around me and around their boxes. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. I have no idea how the lighting looks, but the sun is shining in my peripheral vision. See how my cheeks all shiny over here and shit? It's because the sun's like, hi, bitch. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Yeah. We'll wait for some people to smash the like and join the party. You son of a bitch, you. Here we go. I haven't decided what we're going to play with today. Probably should have thought about it. Whatever feels right. I think it's you. May not be the most colorful deck. I know. I do know that. I think it's this one. How is everybody? How are you? We're going to start with who are we going to start with? Obviously, Pisces. Some people will ask for timestamps. It's on the screen. Just look at the fucking screen, would you? Like, shit. Can you only hear me and not see me? I get it. Maybe you're working and you're listening in, but if you're looking at the fucking screen, it's on the screen. Or wait till you have time to watch it then. I don't know what else to tell people. Like the second I'm offline, it's like timestamps. And I'm like, God damn, you like that fucking dog where it's like, bacon! Bacon! I need bacon! Like, God damn it. Wow. It happens. It doesn't happen all the time. But when it happens, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? No one's going to timestamp in 10 seconds of a video being on. I can't believe it's not bacon! Ooh. All right. What is showing up for the zodiac sign of Pisces? What is showing up for the zodiac sign, the beautiful ladies and gentlemen that are Pisces? Some of you guys, what will be showing up, I'm going to tell you. I'm just a psychic, and you may find me conceited in this one. I don't give a fuck. I've proven my worth too many times over. You're going to be really, really focusing on your stability. Stability is going to be the big mindset for the sign of Pisces. And what kind of stability is getting over the hurdle or the hump of an emotional upset or loss. Something that might have, I get this, like you got redirected. Something you may have wanted to see. If you wanted to be like intensely connected with another person and it didn't work, I just get this. So I'm going to say what I'm feeling psychically. I get this. You got pulled away. You were pulled away for a reason. You were meant to stick around, or they weren't meant to stick around. Energy on you. I feel like the secret message, the secret sauce is this. It would have depleted you. I mean, kept depleting you. You wouldn't have felt good. So the decision you had to deal with was taking a risk or action towards recognizing it wasn't fucking worth it. Go out and see the world for all the other beautiful offers that are coming towards you. I said it, and I'll say it again. Pisces coming towards you. The good news is I see you're clearing it. Eight of Swords. Mental clarity. The blocks are gone. Emotionally, you're probably gonna. I feel like the investment with that King of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse is trying to remind yourself to work on the things that you can achieve or that make you happy. Give yourself more credit, kind of, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Something else. Give me something else. The change is on its way. The change is on its way, or it's almost like the fucking movie Deliverance. The change is coming. I don't know why I thought of the movie Deliverance, but okay. Give me something else for the sign of Pisces. What's showing up for Pisces? Anything else? Any other messages for Pisces that are important? Welcome in all. Welcome in everybody. Thank you for being here and hitting the like button on your way in. Show me something for Pisces. It's a fucking brand new start, baby. This is not old shit. This is brand new. And you're being propelled and moved in that direction. Give me something on why that came out for Pisces. It's this way. Because whoever you might have dealt with, they weren't good for you. They weren't healthy for you. Look at this. The message I have for you from Spirit is there was a love attachment that you were stuck on or wanting to see come to fruition or stick around. Stick around energy. It did not happen, and you're being propelled to move on. I have to go to the bottom. Just trust it. Emotionally, you were stuck. You're not so much stuck anymore. You may be spending a lot of time around family or home, is what the message is, or wanting to work on a situation around something that could have happened out in the immediate family for you. You're learning what you don't want to build with or what is worth building with too. Kind of what you want to put your back to, what's not worth your time. Ace of Wands, trying to stay passionate and creative, but at the same time, like, I'm kind of bitch. You guys are kind of like, clarify the Ace of Swords reverse for Pisces. Show me something for the sign of Pisces. What is here? I'll tell you what you're not doing. If you dealt with a air sign, fire sign, you're not playing with them. You're not wanting to play in that direction or deal with messaging them or deal with the battles, the wounds. You know it's a lie when it comes to a celebration. And I also, some of you, I've been getting this a lot on you. It's a Leo. You guys are going after balance. And if you know that this resonates, whether it's a earth sign, air sign, fire sign, I think you're making the right choice. It's not worth the struggles or having to fight. Your message is clear to me. You're better off in a different direction. Changing course completely. Like an overhaul. Pursuing that action. Some of you, it definitely could have been air, fire, earth. And whoever it was, you're not doing it. You've let it go. The message for you is I've let it go. Some of you had to learn about this and learn that it wasn't gonna show up or produce the action that you were hoping you could invest in with the other individual. Some of you guys have come to that realization when it comes to the action, and look it, and that the action wasn't there. The celebration was not there. I'm going to say good. And now it's time to work on the emotions that are going to make you happy. There's no secret that that's the direction you need to move in. You're probably well aware of this. You are probably well aware of that. Now, if you're a Pisces and you're dying to get the ex back and there's no contact, I don't want to hear your readings suck, you can't read. That was probably your reading and you just don't understand that. Or you don't want to believe what you don't understand. A lot of people don't want to believe what they can't understand. And I've come to that. I've come to that over and over and over again. And instead of letting it be a hurdle, I'm just going to kind of be like, that's all I can do with that. On to Aquarius. On to Aquarius. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Showing up for the sign of Aquarius. What's showing up for the sign of Aquarius? We have Aquarius. Clarify that. What are you trying to say to Aquarius? Okay. You might have had to be cold towards the situation. Wow. My left hand just got really chilly. Ace of Wands to the Queen of Pentacles to the Page of Cups to the Ten of Cups to being juggled or feeling juggled. To the Queen of Wands to the Three of Swords to the Five of Pentacles. Clarify the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Hearts. What do you want to say? You had to take action. Is this towards themselves? This one was first. It was probably you had to take action and recognize that you're not anybody's option or are going to be treated that way. This may have upset you. And there's a lot of water energy here. There's a lot of water. There's air. Some earth. Not much. There's a little bit of fire, not much. I think you have you have two cards on the whole thing. What's really dominating here is air, earth, and water. Could have potentially dealt with one of them signs. Knowing that a decision needed to be pursued or dealt with. I get the energy like you didn't want to. You might not have wanted to. The Temperance card reverse. You might not have wanted to have to move on from the situation. Like it was a deep struggle, a deep state struggle. Clarify that. I hope it's not work related. Ooh, I hope it's not work related. Some of you have need to move on from a career or a work setting, and it's been a big struggle, and you may be aware of that. Others of you, it could be a love situation. It just wasn't panning out. It just didn't pan out. Judgment. I want clarification on why the judgment. Give them that one. That's all. Show me something. You just came out. You came out by yourself over here in the reverse. Emotionally, it was time. This may be very specific, but the energy I'm seeing, the judgment was about what you're going to accept, what you're going to play with, who you're going to allow in, kind of energy. I'm going to move my table a little bit because maybe I'll get the sun out of my eyes. It's a big ass table, so just bear with me. All right, helped a little bit, but not enough. But there's a judgment here, and the Knight of Wands reversed with the Ace of Swords. You might not have got told everything you wanted in the situation. You did. It almost to me looks like you held in a lot more. You guys didn't know how to communicate. You guys couldn't communicate the problems. That Ace of Swords, lack of clarity, and the Ten of Swords, that's shitty communication. You and the other person, the communication just wasn't working. The Death card with the Four of Cups. I feel like you were trying to transform, emotionally pull back from this person. The Star card came out reversed. You also may be focused on your stability. at this time. Offending for yourself, trusting yourself more. I would say do that. Do that. That's probably when a new love offer is going to show up. A new love offer. I feel like that's the ticket with the stability card, and this is right in front of you, where you're probably getting over that emotion, the emotion of a situation, or the shortness of it, like the lack of communication. I just feel a lot of lack of communication in this one. Now, why is the devil here with strength? Have you given this a lot of thought? Did it take a lot of time to move away from it? Well, I think if you're working towards that, that's going to bring in your happiness. Working towards that will bring in your happiness. Show me something else. 5 of Wands in the world. If this is your message, you don't talk to the person. This right here, you're not really willing to talk to them, or they're not really around. The world reversed. You're not really wanting to feel guarded. The moon underneath it, you're aware of that. You don't communicate. You may have tried to be patient with the situation, but the outside, the absolute decision needed to be made was getting control of the situation that you can't be emotionally attached to in the past anymore. Give me something else for them, for Aquarius, real quick. Anything else you can say? What's showing? What do you want to show? I'm going to give it to you. Want it to slide out. You're building. Okay, I get the message. You releasing the past is going to help you build a better foundation, or basically build from the ground up. Don't lie to yourself about if you made the mistake. Remember what you went through. Remember why the breaks were there. Remember what kept you stuck for too long. Message of concern, or playing with the thought of it. You got to ask yourself, was this real true love? Was this really the investment that was going to lead to marriage, or stay in a long committed relationship? I think you've already done this, and now you're trying to figure out how to build in a new direction. You guys could have dealt with, you got a lot of building energy. The building card, I don't know where I put it, but the building card was right. Look at this. I think you're building to new things. Honestly, I feel a lot of new stuff. I'll show you why I say that, because now the next card makes even more sense. I feel like you're building to new relationships. You're trusting new direction. You're releasing the past. And I think you should be proud of that. I think you should be proud of that, to be honest, with what I have for you. Something that was keeping you like this, you're not wanting to deal with that anymore. You're wanting to be able to look at it and be like, why did I fucking deal with that anyway? Emotionally, definitely putting it behind you. That's what I see for the signs of Aquarius. That could definitely be maybe work. That felt like somebody you had to let go of. Somebody that every time you thought about moving towards them, or they thought if they tried to move towards you, it just dropped off. Something about it just dropping off. Not being really, I don't see, what is that phrase? What is that saying? I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, kind of on that one. What I feel, let me tell you what I feel. Instead of just letting you, I'm showing you what I feel off the cards. Let me tell you what I feel. I feel you had a lot of love for this person, though. That was like the hard part. It was bringing, even if you guys struggled with something about struggling with communication, and if it wasn't just a struggle, you argued a lot. It was either you struggled to communicate, or when you would communicate, it would get too hot too fast, is what I see for the sign of Aquarius. And that's probably why the communication sucked. All right, let's go to Capricorn. Here we go. Not all of you would argue or shout, but some of you did. Some of you, it went back and forth until it just stopped. So it just wasn't even fucking worth it, kind of energy. Not going to say it was you. I'm not going to say it was them. If that makes sense to the ones that are watching, you don't have to say it does. I don't need to see it. Just hit the fucking like button and subscribe or something. Do me a solid somewhere, would ya? Thank you. I hope everybody's having a good day. by the way. Whew. Capricorn, you drawing in some luck. My nose is itchy. What's going on with you? I'm going to check you out in a minute. I felt like I was in like I just got hit in the side of each nostril on the outside with like dandelions, like somebody's rubbing a dandelion against it. Each side itched evenly. What's going on? We're going to find out what's going on. One shuffle and you showed up. Yeah, that's okay. The message is clear. That was supposed to show up. So the devil and the strength. You're getting really strong with your stability. Or if you've struggled in the past with your stability, next year's your year. If this year was a good year or a better year than most, next year gets even better for you. Holy shit, I like this so far. What's here for Capricorn? You're going to have a happy, successful year next year. And look what you're moving towards. You're going to move towards that direction. Six of Swords is moving towards calmer water. You're moving to a happier version of yourself. It took a lot of strength to get here. Might have taken a lot of direction, a lot of belief that it can happen. Guess what? The Wheel of Fortune. I just said I feel like you're going to be lucky. And this is upright. You're going to have a really good year. If you thought 2022 was a little bit better, whether it was you being good to yourself, Capricorn, respecting yourself a little more, getting a little better into work, next year, I just feel like 2023 is a better year for you all around. It may start a little late for some of you. Not during your birthday month. It might come in like February or March, but then it fucking goes. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, let's keep going. Some of you, it's a financial gain or an investment, a new investment. You got the King of Pentacles upright. What else is here? You also could be getting emotionally. It's going to make you very emotionally excited. I don't know what's going on in the sky next year, but something about you. Clarify the High Priestess upright. This reading wanted to be all about you. So as far as what I'm seeing, clarify the High Priestess upright for Capricorn. You're not going to have any struggles with people next year. If it doesn't, the easy answer to you, okay, the easy answer I have for you is things of the past are going to change. I'm telling you, you're going to get a lot of foundations, happiness, or just start opening new doors, whether it's business or setting up something that could be more lucrative, like a team playing family situation. Why I see it like that is the King of Pentacles to the Queen of Cups, emotionally charged, kind of sitting back, kind of admiring the direction you're heading in, and going to be very intuitive as well. This is the part that's important. The intuitive message came out before this. It's to remind you not to let anything in that isn't deserving. Don't fight for something that's not going to fight for you. Right after that, how I understood the message is you're meant to cut that shit right the fuck out and not fuck with that. I don't feel like there's anything that's going to slow you down if you, as you are propelling forward, you're paying attention to what you've dealt with. So as long as you don't get too happy-go-lucky with, I don't know if it's fame, if you do something and it makes you a little more popular. I get this, like it could make you more popular, more attractive, or just more people want to engage you. Something about people wanting to engage with you. Something else. What are you trying to tell me about that? I think this message is kind of clear, and I don't usually see them land like that. The world with the King of Wands, you may have to, it's not just about reminding yourself, stay stubbornly stuck on a situation. The Ace of Swords to the Page of Swords, the truth and clarity is there as long as you're willing to look at it. And I don't think you come short. You got the Magician. You're going to have a lot of favoritism next year. I see a lot of favoritism for the sign of Capricorn. Some of you could be in love investments or something that you love to do. Give me something else for Capricorn. What is this? As long as you don't get... Okay, it's going to repeat it. You have celebrations coming your way, but anytime you think about the emotional aspect of the past or things that you're not supposed to focus on, think of the wisdom, the knowing of why you're not supposed to, because you're going to be very powerful next year. I see you being very powerful and very social or enjoying yourself next year. And it's up to you to make this decision. Some of you could be completely releasing past situations, whether it's trauma from a long time ago or something that was a recent upset for you. The message is simple. Two of Swords, you're going to get to these celebrations. That's going to shift. The thing is I don't see you reconciling with a past, definitely not a past water sign, fire sign, or air sign. Not immediate. Some of you could end up entertaining somebody, but I don't think that's what you want. With what I'm seeing, I feel like you think it's going to keep you stuck, and you're going to know next year I got to keep moving, and that's the judgment I have to take because I've learned from my experiences, and I'm not going to be emotionally shoved in the fucking corner, and I'm going to trust myself. You have a lot of trust in, confide within yourself, believe in what you have to offer, and you're going to attract that abundance, that beautifulness. I love your fucking reading, by the way. I hope I hope Leo's reading isn't a turd compared to that. That was like amazing. It's up for you with the King of Swords to pursue this action. Give me clarification on that for Capricorn, please, if you have anything for them. It's putting down anything that makes you feel uneasy or emotionally that you know it won't work. It's trusting you have to trust yourself next year is like I need to trust myself more for Capricorn. I'm telling you, holy shit, I'm going to show you. I shuffled it and I should have left it there. It was the Empress, and the Empress is sitting on her throne, and she's staring at these messages, or knowing she should listen to these messages. And the messages take action and release anything that's kept you stuck or made you feel less than. That's what I see for you guys, because I got this underneath the Hangman and the Chariot, you moving on, making the right judgment, and internally getting a victory. You may stay closed off, too, from a past person. I get this closed off energy from somebody from the past, somebody that you feel you can't trust, something about I can't trust them. Now, why I do feel like that's a good thing, if you're aware of that. If you can't trust something and you're willing to run in a different direction or pursue action towards movement, there you are to the change. You look very comfortable next year. And engage, something about engaging. I see a lot of engaging energy for you. Like people are going to be drawn to you. That's what I'm seeing. I didn't expect to read you so far out, but that's kind of what the tarot was saying. That's what I have for Capricorn. Good luck, and I hope that happens, because that's pretty awesome. All right, let's keep going. Okay, Sagittarius. What's here showing up for Sagittarius? What's here showing up for Sagittarius? Start with those three. Shuffle again. Comes out, it comes out. I get a carefree energy coming up upon you guys. Something about being very carefree, trusting decisions you need to make, but also being very, it's like a carefree, attentive attitude with you guys. This is, okay, Ace of Swords with the Page of Swords. So it's almost like you're going to have a lot of truth and clarity and kind of recognize what I feel like you've learned something. I get this learning energy on these two cards. You've learned what's going to work, or what has worked in the past several months, maybe 6 to 12 months, and what's not going to work. And you will have your back towards it. You will not move towards anything that makes you feel uncomfortable going forward. I don't see you doing that, because you know it's not going to feel, you won't feel balanced or humbled. Something about being humbled and balanced. I'm going to give you the weirdest thing I just saw. So I just saw something for you guys. It's like I'm in a room with you with 3 other people, right? And somebody throws a pin drop, and the pin drop lands, and everybody hears it. And typically not everybody's going to hear that pin drop, but you are like watching the pin fall, like in slow motion. I just saw like the pin fall in slow motion, and I felt like I was you. And when it fell, the vibration or the ripple effect that nobody can see around it is what you're focused on as far as next year. That could be with people or how you entertain things. Something about that. What are you trying to say? Give me something. Did they work on this? Yes or no? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. So anything that's I hate to say this, but anything that feels kind of unworthy to build with or to give your time, the judgment is the Tower. You accepted change. You wanted to see something propelled for the better, is what I'm seeing for you. And I feel like this wasn't yesterday, a month ago, 2 weeks ago. I feel like this took several, and I don't mean like a couple. I mean several, like 7, 10, 12 months, maybe 14, something like that. I asked, is this you? Queen of Wands upright. Any of my cards upright to come out is yes. And I do feel like you're the one who recognized I have to take action. King of Swords, the Emperor reverse. You may have felt kind of stuck or behind with love for a while too, or like it's almost like you had this emotion of thinking about it, but you just didn't do anything with it. Kind of what that shows me. So you could have put a lot of your spirituality in recognizing what happened in the situation. That's what your reading's telling me. For the Empress, you're not really feeling obligated or obsessing over that either at this time. I don't feel like you're obsessing over anything of the past. You're not. Queen of Swords, because you've already learned that the action you had to change was towards recognizing there was no control over a love situation, or you even wanting to work with it, is what the cards are showing me. The 10 of Pentacles to the Devil reversed to the Queen of Swords. I think you had to recognize anything that wasn't healthy, or I feel like you looked at the good and the bad of you and the other person, is what this is telling me. Something about the good in the past and you knowing to make this decision. Why? Yeah, you did it right. I think you did this right. The Magician, the 4 swords. This it's kind of clarifying what I just told you in the way I can see the cards. The Magician, the abilities, the skills, the talents. You looked at the good and bad, whether it was on your side or on their end, and you got the rest. You thought about it, and then who flew out next? The Hermit. Some of you are you're very certain on what you're going to want to see come towards you, or what you're going to want to go towards, or you're working the kinks out at this time on if you're going to even do that. Give me something else for Sagittarius. You're working out the kinks. You're taking action towards the Hermit. You're going to get a lot of rest and thought about it. Don't overthink a situation, is what I would say. Just don't overthink a situation or the fact that you could end up with a celebration. Don't tell your mind that it may not happen. I would stay positive. Even if foundations kind of felt like they didn't treat you right, Ace of Pentacles reversed, left you behind, that doesn't put you, you're not done. You're only done if you tell yourself done. If you want to tell yourself, I'm not ever going to get a victory, or I don't deserve victory, or I'm not going to find the one, then you're not going to get the victory. I'm going to tell you, you won't get the victory. If you premeditate I don't know if how strong people recognize premeditation can be. So just be careful with yourself and with that, and give yourself the respect of all the practice you put in, whether it was last year, the year before, over a relationship. I feel like the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is somebody learning and growing, and I feel like you went and done the homework. Your reading is pretty simple. Stability is going to be important for you, and being patient with yourself next year or going into the end of the year. Being patient with yourself. Anything else? Clarify those two. Being patient with yourself. Any scars or wounds you've had to conflict or deal with, or burdens, it's time to say goodbye. This is clear to me. It's time for you to say goodbye and manifest or believe your manifestations. And that's funny because you've got the Chariot, the Temperance. Be patient with yourself and manifest where you want to see yourself heading in that Chariot. Where you want to see yourself going, who you want to see yourself with, kind of energy. And if not all of you are out there is going to say that I'm not going to be with this one, or I'm not going to get this one or that one. But if there's anybody out there that's been worried about that, don't do that. It's not going to get you there. Just focus on keeping your emotions happy and positive. Anything negative needs to be cut the fuck out. Cut out. That's how you get what? Balance. That's how you will get the balance. You guys also will focus a lot on your health, your look, or your career next year. Some of you guys are fed up with a water sign or another earth sign, is what the cards show me. Okay. That's what I got for you guys. How's everybody doing? How you guys all doing? Let's go. Scorpio. Scorpio. Stability and balance. Yeah, that's what I saw for you so far. Let's see what you got. Scorpio. You're learning and growing right now. You're kind of building momentum and cutting out anything that doesn't fit. And that's probably not a bad idea for you right now. It's almost like you're shedding, whatever that's about. The Tower just came out and fucking A, look at this. The Tower came out and stood up. You're shedding, you're changing. I'm gonna tell you, you're changing. You're changing direction in love, or your connection or feeling towards a love situation. Some of you are just not going towards it, or allowing it to come towards you right now. I don't feel like you trust it, or feel it's worth the time right now. Something about the timing is either off, or the person isn't right. Something about that. Some of you guys are kind of, if you had a question, this is for maybe somebody brand new. This may not resonate with people that are here. It may. If you had a question about, like, do I put the Band-Aid on or do I rip it off? Rip the Band-Aid off. So thank you for the super chat, Karina. Appreciate it. I did see somebody ask about memberships. I will be doing that potentially this week if I have time, either tomorrow or the next day. But something about ripping a Band-Aid off, not pursuing action, getting strong about making a decision, kind of looking at a situation or knowing there was a little bit of there was very deceptive energy around a situation with a heart. I don't think you had the patience to put up with a person. I don't think you had the patience to put up with a person or a situation anymore. This investment, you had to trust yourself, and it was just too much. The Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands, they're both upright. The Hermit in between it, and this came out in front of it. That's you assessing situations you've already dealt with, or seeing situations you don't want to involve yourself in. That's you knowing. What do you know? What do you know? Some of you knew that if you stayed there, what was it going to do? It was going to keep you stuck in love. Would it keep you happy? I don't know. Let's ask the question. What would it have kept Scorpio happy? Show me some cards, please. No, you will keep you happy right now. You, the Hangman and building. And it was weird because the minute I looked at the Hangman and building, I feel like there's a love situation you felt stuck to, or you assessed past situations and you had to release this love situation. So you obviously had to be in a relationship that at one point the stability might have felt worth building towards. And either you shut down and stopped talking to them, or they shut down and stopped communicating with you completely, like a lot. Emotionally, I don't think you want to invest or carry on into that direction. I think you figured out, thank you, Nicole, for the super chat. I think you figured out you don't want to play with this energy. You want to move on from this energy. That's you wanting to go into a different direction. But who wants to go that way? I feel like you want to go that way. And not only do you want to go that way, I feel like you want to go that way alone for a little while. I don't see you wanting to carry anybody else's shit, burdens, stress, like at all. Balance. Why did balance come out in reversed? Because that's what you want to build. That's okay. You're wanting to build balance. And I feel like you know it has to start with you, and you're not willing to play catch up. Like the ketchup that's in everybody's fridge. You just don't want to play catch up in a situation. Definitely could have been in a home thing or around the structure of a home. So you could have tried to produce a family, or were hoping for that next step of a family, something like that, where they were. The Four of Wands, the King of Wands reversed, and then the home. Clarify anything that you can. Anything that you can clarify for that. Two came out. Building. Scorpio, I think you recognized that you weren't in a good place for this situation, and you're working on yourself, or learning that I'm better off on my own. Something about knowing you're better off on your own. Three of Pentacles to the balance, to the Three of Pentacles, to the Page of Pentacles. But it's like I'm moving solo energy. I feel solo on you because of the Death card. You showed up walking away. And you're probably walking away from a lot of past situations. Thank you, Tanya. Well, thank you. Yes, thank you, Casey, for the super chat. Tanya, thanks for being a great fan, and everybody else who's a great fan of what they see or what they understand. I don't think so. Somebody may not have wanted to be left behind, or may have been upset that they didn't get the balance. I don't think it's you. I don't think it's you. I think it's the other person. But for some of you, it could be reversed. But somebody's upset about the judgment or the decision that's going to happen or did happen, is what I'm seeing. Jesus. King of Cups reversed. Emotionally, kind of, what do I do? You have to pick your battles. Emotionally, I don't think you wanted to deal with this person, or you felt like this person wasn't giving you enough. Something about you couldn't trust. This person might have showed you a side of them that you might have had to wonder what the fuck they're doing, kind of energy, or why am I fighting for this? Emotionally, I'm not even attached to it anymore. Or I've never been that type of person, but I've had guy friends who have lost interest. I'm not going to say who, but who have lost interest in a relationship. And I get it, one night stand shit. Has people have that in life? Yeah, of course. But I'm talking like start a relationship, like 3-4 months into the relationship, lost interest, maybe 6 months, a year. But that's kind of what this looks like lost interest. But it doesn't feel like it's just because they want to try, like you want to try something new. It's something about you seeing a person and then making you feel uneasy about how they carry themselves. I don't know what the fuck that's all about. And the person may be struggling or may want to reconcile with you. Yeah, they want to come in with a love offer. Ace of Cups. I feel like it's a reconciliation energy. There's somebody that's feeling like they're not going to get the win with you. Somebody wants the W with a Scorpio and they're not going to get it. This is a very specific message. Don't try to make this one fit if it doesn't make sense. 8 of Swords, 2 of Cups in the Moon with the Fool. This person could be upset about it, and I hope I'm not reading this reversed and that's your energy. Stubbornly, emotionally upset. 9 of Cups reversed, the Wheel of Fortune reversed. I feel like they think it's going to come to a halt, or like they're going to get, I don't think they think they're going to get the win. Somebody doesn't feel like they're going to get the win with you, and they're probably right. They may want it, but it seems like you kind of want the win on your own. Like there was things that were shown that you weren't expecting. Something about I wasn't expecting this, or I'm kind of over this situation. Like, kind of like grow up shit. I'm gonna say it, grow up shit. You gotta grow up. You haven't grown up. And I don't want to bring that shit towards me or anything around me. Fuck that. I've gotten here. Now you go get there. In other words, I'm not gonna hold your hand. If I want to hold your hand, I'll grab my son's hand or my daughter's hand. Or if they're grown up, I already raised my kids kind of energy. That's what I'm seeing for Scorpio. All right. Let's keep rolling. Libra. How's everybody in there? We all doing all right? Libra. Let's give it a couple more shuffles. Something about your past may show up. That's strange that I cut it after I shuffled it. You heard the shuffle, and it showed me the card again, and I happened to grab the deck and split it in half, and it was the same exact card. It wasn't like I shuffled it and ended up on the top of the bottom, because that can happen. I split it in half, and it showed me that card. Like, the energy I was feeling is if there was a past situation, you're not really wanting to get stuck or suspended in time. Something about that, like not wanting to deal with it, not wanting it to affect stability that you have. Some of you guys were really patient with this decision, and you had to put the past down or recognize it wasn't worth the burdens. Something of the past wasn't worth the burdens or the effort. You also may get into communication, and I do feel like it's something brand new. I get this new energy, change, something shifting for you. You may get some new business offers, or make some new acquaintances, something like that. Could even be a love offer. Holy shit! Somebody could come in that I get this, to me feels very unexpected. Like you weren't expecting this. Something about I wasn't expecting this. I'm going to shuffle again. Clarify the death card upright. What's going on? Ooh. You're getting the one that wants to come out too in the middle. You're transforming, releasing anything that just makes you feel uncomfortable. You're moving away from that. You've made that decision. You know that's the way to manifest. Look, you know that's the fucking way to move. I'm going to tell you that staring at me, take the lead. What's at the bottom? If there's something you know in the past that you couldn't build with, give me some clarification. It may have been because I need to see. What are you saying? Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Judgment. What are you trying to say? It's all reversed. What are you trying to tell me for the Libra? Of course, balance would show up. I feel like the message, double balance for you. Build. Don't build towards anything that will breadcrumb you or not meet you halfway. Take action towards balance is going to be making sure you don't allow that again. Kind of. Don't allow that again. Don't be juggled or seesawed in any future events. Something else, Libra. What's showing up? Pursue action with either pursue action. Clarify the Queen of Swords, the Sun reversed. Clarify. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say to Libras? I keep seeing the Lovers. I don't know. And moving, or just movement in general. Lovers again. That's like 3 or 4 times. Holy hell, you got a lot that came out. And in the middle, you have. I'll show you that after. This is first. After the Sun, you got to discover that some things are better left behind. This did want to come out. The King of Pentacles, and why you're leaving things behind. Do as much as you can that's going to make you feel happy within your reach. Something about within your reach. Don't overthink that situation, especially don't overthink a situation of past at all. Your message is clear. Think about what you want to manifest it and why you want to manifest it. If you focus on what you want to manifest and how to manifest it and release anything from the past, you're going to end up with the win. You get a win too, but you get a win in a different manner. Your win is money. You got like a money win, or even maybe an emotional and creative win. But I feel like you win in both areas. Emotionally, towards a past situation, creative spark or insight shows up for you, but you're gonna also win financially. And if it's been a worry, this card can speak of worrying about your stability. If it's been a worry, it's gonna build and change. I do feel like you're gonna get the change. You stay out of your mind about it, Libra. Stay out of your mind about it. Anything else for Libra? King of Wands. There's that move card. And in the same position, reversed. Any emotional or mental patterns that you've had, break them. Start anew. Something about start anew. And the Chariot's under that upright, and the Emperor. Take the lead of starting new in that direction. It will help you. It might show emotions are probably already, you've probably already got that under wraps. You might be tightening up the mental aspect of it, or the lack of giving into it. Something about that. Something else for Libra. The Empress reversed and the 2 of... What are you trying to say with that? I have no idea what that's trying to say. I'm only giving you the first one that fell out. And then we'll do. I'll give you something on top of it. Empress and 2 of... Some of you guys aren't worried about a love situation, it says, or having to fight for one, or fend for one, or go back, be combative. Have to be have to fight for it. I don't feel like you want to fight for it. Clarify the Hermit. What's going on with the Hermit, the Libra? Focus on your skills. Focus on your skills, your money, maybe your health, close relationships, your trust. That's your message. That's your message is easy. Stay with what's been working for you, or what keeps you feeling grounded. Something about grounded right now. Don't look. That's what she looked. Does she not look grounded? Very independent, very self-reliant. That's your message. I don't know what that's about, but some of you, it's not worth being guarded or upset about a love situation. And I was waiting for the Lovers to show up. Could have been a fire sign, air sign, earth sign, water sign, any sign. I didn't really try to zone in on what sign it could have been for you guys, or much in general in this reading. But here we go. Let's go on to the next sign, which will be Virgo. Virgo. Okay. Hello, everybody. Virgo. Some of you are going to release the pressure of feeling stuck or just feeling stagnant, not doing much. If you haven't been doing much or feeling stuck, kind of tied to a tree in a home situation, you're coming out of that. You will be soon. You will be soon. Virgo. Let's hear for Virgo. The balance is going to, I'm telling you, the balance is going to, you're definitely going to get out of that. Something that felt like it was out of your control or was not showing growth, or some of you could have been feeling this way. I get the energy you were feeling this way, where if you were feeling that way, it was not the right way to feel. You needed to be a little more patient with yourself and the outcome of a situation. This was going to be very direct. Some of you also may have felt like you were going to get, like people were going to overlook it, not look at you correctly, or treat you, something about not getting what you deserve. Something about that. She's pretty sad looking at that coin, feeling like she lost out on something. Could it have been a money, career setting? Could it have been a family thing? Whatever it was, just be patient with the thoughts of it, or not even that, the emotions of it. The emotions, or staying grounded. What may have upset you, I don't feel like it. Hold on. Stay in front of the control you have right now. Keep your health going strong. Any resentment, something about any resentments you may have in a love situation, work on releasing them. Work on releasing them, or that's what you're going to start discovering, the direction that's best for you. If you have any resentment and you want balance, or you want to come out on top, you gotta release a situation. Just because something didn't work or somebody did this or did that, there's a resentment energy that has to go. This may not be everybody's message, but this is what I see and feel. It's a psychic medium. What else? The Empress reversed. Why? What's going on? So stay detached from anything that makes you feel resentful towards, or you feel it's done you wrong. It's not going to help propel you in the right direction. The three of, if somebody has done this to you, I feel like somebody tried to get over on you, whether this is a platonic relationship, family member, or a lover. Look at that, bottom of the deck, or a lover. Somebody tried to get over on you. They're not going to win. They're going to get cut. They're going to get chopped down, chopped by the knees. They don't emotionally might have tried to get on top of the situation or get in front of you. You might have. There might have been a lot of bullshit, a lot of fighting or arguments. Take a risk of faith and emotionally believe that it's not mentally worth your time. And if you know somebody's been lying or been trying to put you down or hurt you, take the minute to get the strength to see the outcome and the victory heading your way. I feel that's the need. Look at who's on the bottom of the deck. You are. I feel like for you to get a victory, you got to recognize mentally what's not going to help. Don't stay stuck in something that's going to keep you unhappy or make you worry. You have to stay out of worry. Pursue the actions that you want to see, and you're going to get the celebration you want to invest in. It will show up. Don't tell yourself you're not going to get a judgment about the past. I don't want to fucking hear that. These burdens are over with. The minute you do that, the minute you start seeing things build or change in your favor, whoever that's for, all right? Make sure you're getting a lot of rest. And bottom of the deck, well, last card of the deck, truth and clarity. Maybe that's what you need to see. Truth and clarity, cut out anything of resentment or disconnect with anything that makes you worry. The more you do that and the more you tell yourself that I can achieve this or I can achieve that, especially if your heart's in it for the right places, the better off you are at winning. Okay? That was like if somebody was trying to belittle your ass. I don't know if it's a brother, sister, cousin, what the fuck it was. Uncle Bobby, like what the fuck that was. But it was like if somebody was trying to belittle you or manipulate the shit out of a situation. Don't let it upset you. Don't give it any heartbreak, time, any mental fuckery. Just pursue action. you know, you're gonna, it could have been somebody close to you that was lying, or that was putting your name out there, not in the best of ways. It may not be everybody's message, but it may be some. Let's keep going. Leo in a minute. Okay, small. I'm a Leo with a Virgo Venus. How about that? Leo moon here, Sandy Rose says. Fudge, headphones died. I was like, I don't know, maybe I don't really like fudge, but I'm like, fudge headphones. I'm like, I actually thought of fudge, like, and headphones made of fudge real quick. I do like read your comment again. It's probably because I don't eat chocolate a lot. I do take in a little too much sugar, coffee, Red Bull, but I'm not a big one on chocolate. So when I see it, I'm like, ooh, chocolate. But I don't like it. I got sensitive teeth. My teeth are kind of sensitive. I like vanilla, strawberry, stuff like that. Leo, here we go. Caramel, that kind of stuff. I've always been more partial to like the Skittle candy versus the M&M shit. Sweet and sour stuff. Here we go. What's showing up for Leos? What do we got? Oh, fuck. Some of you. Oh, okay. What do you get? What is this all about? Some of you guys got to make sure you stay. All right. Some of you guys, it's just a heartbreak. Okay. Some of you guys, it could just be a heartbreak that you're emotionally attached to or invested in, or there could be somebody that is emotionally cutting you down, not telling you everything. And you're over here like, what are you doing? You're staring at those cards like, what are you doing, you son of a bitch? You realize I sit on the throne. You'd probably be like, Aries, get your bitch ass off my seat. Thanks for keeping it warm. But let's keep going. The Leos may like that. The Aries may not. Anywho, let's keep rolling. The Knight of Cups. You may be wanting to discover if somebody's up to something. That's the energy I have on you, or that's the energy somebody feels on you. What the fuck is this? The Emperor, the Knight of Cups, trying to discover what's going on, and then the stability. And this dude's like focused on a situation, wanting to know, or lady is wanting to know what's going on. If somebody's celebrating somewhere else, that's under the Three of Swords. Don't let your thoughts get in the way. Somebody's fucking curious. Somebody's got their curious factor up. I don't know. Emotionally. Somebody also could feel like emotionally they're not sure if they can trust building in a direction or if it's worth the headache. Emotionally moving towards it, the answer so far is probably not. As far as balance coming around, and now you just showed up. Your message may be either somebody feels like you're not worth the time or investment, or you feel that way about a situation, is what it shows me. It's what it shows me. I don't know what else to tell you guys. You may be aware of this. You may be trying to figure out, what do I do with this situation? Trying to learn, maybe assessing the past, making a decision. Do I cut something dry? Is that the decision I make? Do I move on? Kind of saying yes. Not moving towards it. Transformation, going towards a decision. Some of you are in the midst of, do I deal with somebody again? Or that's how they feel about you? Or you're like, do I just not deal with this person and let something new come in? So some of you, I've got a weird message. Some of you Leos are focused on, do you work something out or do you work towards something brand new? This is different. That's what I'm seeing, though, for Leo. Anything else? Give me some notes, please. Ugh. Clarify that. You're back and forth. Some of you are back and forth on a decision. That's all I really have. There's a decision, Ace of Pentacles reversed with the Foundation. Is it worth my while type energy? The Temperance with the Hangman. At first, it's like, do I want to stick around? Do I want to be patient for a situation? You're back and forth because you're saying, no, I don't want to wait for something, but I want to build towards something. So you're very back and forth. And then you've got the Four of Swords reversed, thinking, oh, it could work out. Thinking things could work out. But then you go back to the Seven of Pentacles and discovering, is it really worth fighting for kind of energy? Something like that. Is it worth building towards? You're in question mode. Came out twice in your own reading. You're going to have to balance that shit out and make the decision. Some of you may start investing in yourself more too and not be so distracted. I get this, like, I don't care about being distracted energy. I'm not going to let shit distract me. I'm going to focus on what makes me feel connected or the wish fulfillment you want. Something about not wanting to be burdened. I get this, I don't want to be burdened energy. Like, I'm not going to want to be burdened by something, by a situation. I'm going to want to fight for what I want to fight for. And I think that you're going to do that regardless. So something, it's not telling me what you're going to do. But, especially with love, don't lie about learning and growing or cutting out anything that needs to be cut out as well. That may be the message for you as well. You may have to cut something out. Definitely may have to cut. You're getting a lot of reverse cards. Something that you've been playing with. You're going to have to come up with the abilities or the ideas of the change of the situation. Emotionally, is it worth the investment? That's something you got to. Is the emotional something of the past worth building towards again? One more. It's not looking good. I'm not going to say it's looking good. For some of you, it depends on your storyline. It really depends on where you're at. But it was favoring. You're going to just do your own thing, let people be how they are, who they are, and continue to do what you do. Like, I have a feeling, Leos, Tauruses, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius are very stuck on that mentality. Big signs are stuck on shit. Stuck on shit like white on rice. When they make up their mind on something, they make it up. There's no changing the fucking mind. Trust me. You tell me that that's not correct, and you're probably just not all that fixed. All right. Let's go. Cancer. Might take the person a while to get there, but when they do, it's game over. Trust me. Here we go. Cancer. Another shuffle. Did it really freeze? Wow. Quick and easy to the point. If an air or water sign wants to rush in, they're not getting the Wheel of Fortune or the golden ticket. They're not getting it. You're going to tell the person no, or you're not going to be wanting to offer love when it comes to the Judgment. This card that right here, when it comes to a judgment upright, I don't think they're going to get it. Because the Page of Swords, the Knight of Cups is reversed, the Emperor is reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune is reversed. On top of that, the Moon is reversed with wanting to deal with something that you've already dealt with. And why I say it like that is you have the Four of Cups reversed right after that. If somebody from the past, water sign, air sign, tries to pursue you, only signs that could be any sign, water sign, air sign, earth sign, fire sign, so I'm going to say that. But if somebody tries to pursue you, I don't think they're going to get it. I don't think it's going to work. The High Priestess reversed, I'm going to tell you, they're not going to get the stability. Probably a love situation. that you've moved on from. I think emotionally you're happy knowing to leave it behind. You could also be experiencing, where am I going to find my new happiness, or trying to discover where it's going to show up, or if it's going to show up. If it's the past isn't right for you right now. This feels like it definitely could be another water sign, air sign, fire, or maybe earth. Page of Pentacles. So somebody may try to come towards you. I don't think they're going to get the battle. I feel like they lose the battlefield. Like you don't work with them. Look at this, bottom of the deck. You don't work with them. Who doesn't work with them? You don't work with them, Cancer. Like you don't want to. You have this I don't want to reconcile energy. I think you're going to start pursuing action on things that you really feel confident or comfortable in. Cancers are taking a time out, or you need to take a time out and do something that's going to make you feel really happy. Do something that's going to make you feel really happy. Something that's not going to make you feel guarded, or it's going to make you feel like this is right for me. I don't care if it's giving yourself a 15-minute walk, going for a hike, doing something brand new. Do something brand new. I feel the need to say that to you while you're ignoring anything that comes towards you right now, while you're keeping it at bay, something like that. Truth and clarity will make you stronger. Having truth and clarity and taking the action and the judgments that are fit for your needs right now. Sometimes you need yourself more than you recognize to learn more. And I feel like you're going to go through that. And creatively, if you've been wondering creatively, or you've been very passionate about something, but the balance hasn't been there, take time out for yourself so you can figure out what's going to work, how it's going to work. The change will show up. Done. That's your reading. I like it. But if the change will show up, and you also could have potential new celebrations or more celebrations next year that are wanting to show up for you. Something about show up for you, because the Empress is staring at the Three of Cups. You could have more things. You could have unexpected celebrations next year that might put a smile on your face. Something about unexpected celebrations that may put a smile on your face. I don't know why I get it like that, but I get it like that. All right, let's keep going. Gemini. Gemini. Okay. How is everybody? Please remember to hit the like button. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. Gemini, what's showing up for you? Okay. Gemini. What's showing up for you? You could be not wanting to sit still or know what direction you want to move in. Something about that. Three of Wands and the Eight of Cups. It's almost, I get this direction energy. Like you don't want to sit still, and you want to go in a direction, but you're not sure what direction to be pulled in towards. It's like you're like at that. Which option do I take? And that's on the bottom of the deck, clarifying what I'm feeling. I'll take it. Okay, give me something else. What is this? Something else on these three for Gemini. One more. All right, so some of you know that judgment, like, what do I do? That's more of like exciting fun for you. That's more of you doing something. This over here could be a potential water sign, air sign, earth sign. It's all that showed up. But there's something on the table where if it was trying to come towards you or reconcile with you, you definitely don't trust this shit. The Magician and the Three of Swords is like, no to the, like back up. Just back up energy. The Moon, you're aware of this. It's in the reverse. You kind of had to see through all of this, or the very deceptive energy, heartbreaking, heart-wrenching energy. The Ace of Pentacles and the Judgment might have had to pertain to somebody you had children with or were in a big love situation with. You give me something else for Gemini. The balance, not getting balance. It might have made you upset for a while. You're going to stop feeling so upset about it. You're moving. Okay, that makes sense. And I said it before I popped out the next card. You're going to stop feeling upset about it with a Chariot. I just could tell. It's like you're moving away from that, and you're also wanting to move maybe away from either the emotions or the strain of something about a strain of it. Anything else for Gemini? Why did this come out? Need to really focus on what's going to make you happy. Give yourself like the effort to understand what's going to make me happy. Why? Why did I say it like that? Show me something. I don't know. Do you have to cut something out? King of Swords energy, maybe a Libra, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's somebody that's got to go. Something that's blocking your gifts or happiness, or you from seeing your talents, working on your talents. You're seeing what you don't want. Well, why aren't you focusing on what you do want? That's the balance that you need. Don't go after somebody. That's the balance that's going to bring in the happiness. Four of Wands. But I saw the Ten of Wands. You may have to put the burdens down. You may have to emotionally accept something that's out of your control and go after stability that makes you feel confident and excited, playful with. And I think you're working towards that change now, my dear Geminis. Some of you have to recognize when something's not going to work out, and it has to stay like that. Some of you could have Leo, Moon, or Rising. Gotta say it. It's up to you to take action. All right? You got to be the risk taker here. Basically, the keys are in your hand. The ball's in your court type energy. You've got to make a situation work for you. Nobody else is going to make that happen but you. Could have been a relationship that you've given this a lot of thought on, but you guys you're still kind of feeling emotionally invested and trying to release it because of the lack of celebrations, but you're not fighting hard enough to completely let it go. This is a direct message. That's what it's saying, and that's kind of what you need to discover. Maybe that's what you're going to be working on, or that's the decision you need to hear out of my mouth. I don't know. Do you understand the words that come out of my mouth? A lot of you will focus on work and releasing the past, where it just was an upset. The Knight of Pentacles reversed, an upset within a home situation. The Queen of Pentacles, releasing the past. The Knight of Pentacles to going after, knowing what didn't work and knowing what you want. That's something you need to take action with, pursue. You want to have the pursuit of your own happiness? You might have to release something that has been hard to let go of. Some of you could have been emotionally hard to let go of, or you're stubbornly just not moving away from it. You're kind of don't put yourself in like an exile position over something that's inevitable anyways, whatever that's all about. Something that's meant to come to a closure, you may have had to be patient with, emotionally, whether it drained you or they just weren't very emotionally supportive. Stubbornly, don't lie to yourself that it's keeping you like this, stuck in your head about it. That's what I have for Gemini. It's not the best reading for you. You won't stay that way forever, but you got to recognize you got to let that go. Jesus Christ, you got to recognize you got to move away, and that's what I got for Geminis. You got to recognize that it's time to move, or boundaries and movement. Something's got to be cut out. That's what I have for Gemini, and I'm sorry that was such like a let me yell at you message. I apologize, Gemini. I do enjoy reading you guys, but that one was kind of like, don't slam the door on your own foot. We all do it. We all do it. I'd be lying if I said I didn't do it. We all do the same shit in different ways. Taurus. Here we go. Taurus. What's the message for Taurus? No, right here. You're learning. Taurus is definitely learning Also trying to make sure while they learn, they don't let your thoughts carry too much of you. Take your time. Whatever you're trying to learn, take your time. I'm telling you, just take your time. That wanted to show up. I saw it on my finger. It went in the middle. Okay. So take your time. If it doesn't seem like it's coming in fast enough, you can't rush anything. Some of you, it's a spiritual thing. The moon and the hermit, to me, it's about a spiritual matter or something showing you more, wanting more or seeing more. I've been there. I've done that. Take your time. Don't let your thoughts get in the way either. Just let it move at the pace it's meant to move. Something like that. That feels very spiritual for the sign of Taurus. Anything else? And some of you are trusting spirituality more because of something to do with an upset with a home, or putting more something. You're releasing something that bothered you, a betrayal around a home. The Hangman. You're learning. I just said you're learning. You're learning. Just be patient with this learning. The Hierophant. This is, to me, she's looking at the bird. You may need to be patient with your finances, how much you spend, the stability of the. Don't rush anything. It's going to come when it's meant to show up. I hate to give you that kind of message, but that's the decision I got to show you. Any burdens of the past, don't focus on them. Cut them. Don't even think about them. Or something of the past tries to come towards you that was a family threat. Don't emotionally open the door to it. Stay closed off to it. Cut that shit out from the past. There is no reason it should be taking over any emotional. Shouldn't be emotionally spoiling you at all. If anybody's gonna have an emotional spoil, Taurus, the King of Wands, you should be emotionally spoiling yourself with celebrations and the victories that you want to see happen. It's up to you to take the lead, transform the situation. I don't think. If you don't do it, it's going to happen regardless. Go to the other side. Queen of Pentacles to the Magician reversed. Don't let anything upset you. That's the decision you have to make. And don't let a loose end or a liar come towards you. Something of the past. Could definitely be an air sign. Could definitely be an air sign or a fire sign. What the? Definitely air. The star. Shit. Gemini, the star, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, maybe another Earth sign, or building, taking action towards discovering, building more, what to cut out, what to be creative about, what is healthy and what's not, lacking the clarity on if it's going to be the right road. Don't focus on the happiness that's coming, or that don't be worried about that. There's something to do with a love situation that emotionally needs to be let go of. You have to release something emotionally. There's an emotional love situation that you either worked on to do this, or that's what you're supposed to do. I feel like, and you're gonna get a new connection that's gonna make you very happy. The Chariot, I see it moving in your direction. Don't let any mental clarity get in the way. You may still be emotionally working out the balance of the kinks, though, and trying to either build on your own or just focus on playing with new options or thoughts and ideas. I felt a lot of thoughts and ideas on you, and it making you really emotionally content or liberated, feeling okay with the situation. That's what I have for Taurus. Okay. You may be taking more practical lessons in life via your surroundings, Taurus, and spiritually, and trying to mesh them together and wanting more to show up quick. I've done that. Just wait. It shows up. It shows up, and it usually doesn't take. Can't speak for everybody, but it didn't take as long as I remember one time I wanted something so much. I was excited I could feel something was coming. Then it took forever. It took like 6-8 months. And then when it came in, I'm like, that's what it was. And it kind of dropped back the excitement until I recognized what it was and the fact that I could pick up on how it worked together. You know, like with numbers, I was like, holy shit. But let's go to Aries. But I remember being so excited. It was with angel numbers. and being able to read people via that way and just say, go look up this number. It'll make sense to you, something that's going on in your life, like a lot of it. And I've practiced a lot. Just, that was crazy. It was crazy, but I was expecting something different. And then didn't take much longer that more shit happened. I started feeling people's pain and all kinds of shit. So just be patient with yourself. Everyone. Aries. Aries. Hey, Julie. Let's hear for Aries. I'm like, just be patient with yourself. Sagittarius. Just be patient with yourself. Judgment with moving or communication. Some of you guys are either wanting to move or hit the road or wanting a different judgment, balance, wanting to see different communication, balance, or feeling the lack of it arriving or building, something like that. Don't let this get to you. If you feel like there's been a lack of trustworthy energy in your vicinity, work, friends, home, like home family, something like that. Look at home or around a home situation. Don't let it be your burden. It's not your burden to carry. I think you're supposed to move into a direction that's going to make you feel confident. Give me something else. If you've been thinking about it or the balance of it emotionally, withdraw from that. Cut it out of your mind. Is what this says. Like, don't let anything be your burden or distract you. Stay in that playful energy, or being very playful with what? Clarify this one. I want to put this one right here. Clarify that one. Being playful with what? Releasing anything that you. This could be any burdens around you, any people that are burdens around you, or any feelings within inside of yourself that make you feel uncomfortable. If you have any uncomfortable feelings, anxiety, stress, release that. And also really give yourself enough time. If you're worried about how people are going to look at you or how you feel, don't stay in that. I feel like some of you could also be worried about the emotions of, this is repressed emotions. Could be whether it's a lover, a family situation, it's a past situation that needs to be hung up to dry. Like you hang up a coat outside on whatever they call that. Years ago they used to do that. They used to hang clothes to dry outside. This is something that needs to be hung up. Who's staring at it? Aries. That's how you're going to get one thing, Aries, balance. Something's got to be cut away. And there's your truth and clarity on that. And I feel like it's an emotional thing. An emotional thing where it closes you off or it stops you from propelling in a direction that makes you happy. Give me something completely different for Aries. Something completely different for Aries if you can. Show me something else. Building. What are you building towards, huh? What are you building towards there, my Aries? What do we got? Show me something else for Aries that's different with the building card going forward. What's here for Aries? You're building towards letting anything go. Still building. Cutting things out. You're working on it, or you need to fight for that direction. Fight for that direction. Feels like you need to fight for realizing what keeps you stuck or what might have you emotionally thrown off from the past. Something that's closing the door. Chapters that you have to discover are keeping you standing still. Work on that and take action. Cut anything out. Take the time to cut out things that you've allowed to carry for too long that were blocking your happiness, especially if it has to do with love. In other words, you could be doing a lot of working on a lot of past kinks, focusing on what's going to make you happy. You could be going towards success, but you also might need to really do a lot of change within oneself. Some of you, I need to change within inside of myself. I need to, how am I going to value the next relationship if I can't just look at what they did. I got to look at what I did. Kind of got to own your shit or your past. This is a past. Own your past. I'm telling you got to leave things in the cold that just didn't work. Learn from a situation of the past so you can have new celebrations and then worry about I'm not going to say ever worry about money after celebrations, but I feel like your message is to worry about those. You're going to be focused on money and career, most likely, Aries. But to get to these new celebrations, there's something. I get this past tense energy on you that you got to make a decision with. You got to make a decision with on what you're going to do with this past tense energy. Anything else for Aries? Anything else for Aries? What do you want to say? I'm running out of cards. I don't know if it's going to jump. Oh, there it is. I get this. The only thing that's blocking you from happiness is you, from your victory. It's the only thing right now. And you've got to really, you're kind of in a learning phase emotionally and charging ahead with it. Be patient with yourself, but don't cut yourself, something about don't cut yourself short emotionally or mentally. And don't let anything get you too mentally exhausted right now as well. If you really want to manifest the stability, whether it's in love or career, you have the ability to do that now or whenever you choose. Okay? Whenever you truly choose. King of Cups. Some of you could be closed off to love. Seven of Wands on guard or trying not to be because it's in the reverse. Seven of Swords, feeling like you're lying to yourself. You need to commit to what's going to work for you or what you want. Something about go after what you want, but also do the homework. You know, when I hated homework. Sometimes the best way we can learn about what's good for us is to do something to recognize what we haven't faced, what we haven't dealt with. In other words, trauma. If you've dealt with any trauma, focus on it. Do you think I haven't dealt with things inside of my life? I haven't probably dealt with every little thing that's bothered me. I know I haven't. To this day, I haven't. It just didn't take me much to think about what it was. But I know there are things that bothered me that took a long fucking time. Over time, you have to release those. Because if you don't, you're just blocking yourself from the happiness that you've always deserved. It's like being the person that goes to jail and is in jail for 15 years or in prison for 20 years. And they're in jail and they never did anything wrong. Like, what the fuck? It's not worth it. That's not worth it. That may not be for everybody, but that's what I saw. All right? Just remind yourself to build towards whatever's going to make you happy. That's the judgment I feel like you need to hear. And emotionally, you'll get there. If you're struggling to hear that you're going to make ends meet or find that true love connection, you'll get there. But you probably got to recognize why things have always happened the way they have. Or face something of the past. It's going to make you stronger. It always makes you stronger. The devil reversed. Don't obsess over it. Don't feel bound to a situation. Don't feel stuck like nothing's changing. The woe me cards. Go after the judgment. And you'll see emotionally that it was the best thing for you in the long haul. That's what I got for Aries. Okay. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. I do have to go. You have a great day. Be safe, and I'll see you soon. Thanks again. Bye, everybody.